Hi guys, Sister Tribe here.
I'm Sue.
I'm Ruth.
I'm Becky.
And Gina. So thank you so much for tuning in. And today our topic is
how to know you're in a toxic relationship.
Kwani uko happy?
Maybe I feel quite happy.
Anyway.
But guys, this topic for this time is gonna teach you it's gonna give you points on how to know whether you're in a toxic relationship, whether you need to call it quits or you're gonna work on it, or you guys are doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, this is a very sensitive topic where they're in relationships. You know, sometimes you feel like you think you're in a relationship and things are working out, and maybe sometimes you take these toxic signs to be like, you know, we are having issues.
Yeah.
You know, people just
you don't take the red flag seriously the first time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, like, you know, you need to draw the line between a toxic trait in your partner and having a problem in the relationship.
Yeah.
And for me, one of the traits that you might see in your partner and say this is a toxic relationship,
When it
rather,
starts getting toxic.
yeah, is when someone is too controlling. You know, like when someone cannot, you know, they have to know where you are. They don't they don't trust you. They always have to know where you are. And you know, if it's 7 and you've not gotten home, calls after calls after calls after
that's how
texts,
you
they
get
even
there.
block you. You know, like
They get you mad.
yeah. Like, why you
They even
don't
send
come back?
spies when you go out with your girls. They send spies.
They send
to go and-
people
yeah,
to-
and see
you know,
if you'll dance with other
Exactly,
people.
they're just
and give
insecure.
information.
Exactly, they're insecure. They are controlling people. You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, and this control thing can get to like bad
Maybe
expense.
it
Like,
can get to critical stages.
exactly, like, you know, like people, you can find that your partner is telling you to stop hanging out with friends you used to hang out with.
With.
Like, there was no problem. They just decide, you know, you can't hang out with
Yeah,
them.
they're taking too much time of you guys' time.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll go out and men will see you and he does not want that to belong to him.
At the end of the day, most times, most people fall into like your pressure of you, people like not hanging out with your friends. And for me, as in, okay, it can happen, yes. As in, kuna those friends who are not nice when you have been struggling with them, when a new person can help you like get rid of them. But pia you just can't be getting rid of friends when you umekuwa nao since way then they've been loyal. Because let me tell you, those are the people you will fall back to when this guy is you realize he's not the good person, or the girl is not the right person, and you have burnt bridges that were not supposed to be burned.
Exactly, for real. And you know, and another point for me is like, you know, even people who make you feel like even your family is against you and your relationship. You know, a person who makes you even like cut off your family, that is a person who you do not need in your life. Like a person who will tell you, Ati, Kwani, your mother, what is your mother telling you? Ati, me, I know what I'm saying, I know what is good for you. Trust me, there is no one who knows what is good for me more than my parents.
Yeah.
So you can't come into my life and try to tell me that, you know, don't and be a god or be my second parent.
Your third parent.
If my parent says this, okay, yes, of course, there are limits to what even parents can
Plus,
say.
as you can also listen to what the person is telling you. Come on, it's something
it
logical.
Yeah.
If it is not, as in, you know, because it's family first.
Exactly.
Because
But at the end
there's
of the
nobody
day,
else you'll fall back to hard when you fall on family. Friends, they can like miss in a pesa leo and they can maneuver like this, but your family,
will always be
blood. It's
Exactly.
blood.
So let no partner tell you that, oh, don't listen to your mother. What is your mother saying? Don't listen to your father. What is this? Whatever.
So you just have to listen and
exactly.
You just wait. If it's
So if
something
someone-
logical.
So if someone is trying to take away your family and friends from you because of a relationship, think twice.
Think twice for you.
Yeah, strong points there. So for me, I think one red flag is when your partner is comparing you to your ex. They try to change. They tell you, my ex, my ex knew how to cook pizza, so girl, you better go and start learning how to cook pizza. Yeah. Or they tell you, I like women who put on heels. I like women with wigs. I like women with braids. And then when you go to their ex's social media, you see
You
what
look
is
like
that
his ex.
is exactly
A clone.
Exactly. The same thing he's saying is what you find. You know that
He
ex of
wants to
them
rebuild you into something
into
else.
something else
Yeah.
or into someone they used
Once-
to date.
yeah,
Don't
exactly.
do not.
That is
that
amazing.
is a
So
sign.
And again,
Yeah.
guys who like just keep talking about their girlfriends
Their
all the
exes,
time.
you know.
Okay, it's fine. You have to accept it didn't work, or you have to accept if it was you who contributed to the relationship not working, your negative traits. But you just have to come to an agreement with yourself that it's just not working, and you have to move on. Because that's the only
you
way
can't
the new
sit your
relationship
head.
will
Yeah,
work.
you can't keep holding on to the past.
You can't take me to places
Yeah,
where
'cause
ulimpeleka.
It won't
Yeah,
open.
exactly.
It
Never
won't open
my
a passage
favorite
for new
places.
things. It won't open a passage for new
That's
things.
very true.
Yeah. Another point, Gina.
Also, when you see it toxic, I see like when he starts getting jealous of your success.
Hey,
I become a CEO, you start crying.
Superiority complex.
Exactly. Like, when someone is just not happy for you,
Enemies
you
of
expect
progress.
like your enemies.
And when
you
you're in love, for
people
real.
who are not so close to you not to be happy because yes, of course,
you're doing better. For
but
real.
this is that person.
Someone you love, and first of all, when you get good news, they're the first people you thinking about calling. And you're calling someone, and someone is not exactly
They're not
happy
even
for
happy
you.
for you. And you're
Just
like,
come
my
home
goodness.
and talk about
in
it.
fact, when you tell them that, they'll be like, so who will be cooking?
Yeah.
So you're the breadwinner. There is no genuine happiness when there's good news in your life. That is a toxic person. You don't want to spend the rest of your life with someone who's not happy for you.
Yeah, you
Can
need
imagine
support.
small
Because
wins
you're supposed
like
to support
a job.
each other to win
To win
together.
together.
You're
You're a team.
Yeah.
No, you're not
You're
competing.
teammates.
So if you
Exactly.
feel like your partner is competing with you, excuse,
Yeah.
just walk out.
Nikipata, umepata.
Unaenda juu.
Tunasonga pamoja.
Exactly, we are one. So why would you not be happy?
Be happy for
me.
progress in our
Yeah.
lives.
That's
Because
so sad.
if I get more money, then that means more dates for
Yeah.
us, more nice
anything
things,
for
more
them.
traveling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
More vacations.
Mm.
Yeah. So
I feel,
something else.
Oh yeah, for me another point is those people who like creating dependency. As in they want to create dependency to a point where you feel like you cannot do
You
without
worship
them.
him, actually.
Yeah.
You cannot survive without them. As in it
can't
gets to a
breathe.
point, it gets to a critical state. Sometimes you don't even see, because most of the time when you're in a relationship, you and the person, you people who are there, the two of you can't see. As in a third party, not the only person who can
Who
like,
can
see
tell you,
things
but
and
then,
tell-
Kwani, what is happening?
na most of the time where hata uonangi ukubalingi unaonanga ni kama they are the ones having an issue with you guys.
yeah.
But
Yeah, you're blind.
Yeah.
Jealous of
And
you.
you
Yeah.
keep-
Yeah.
and you keep making excuses for this person, as in you try to explain their red flags, you try to explain all the wrong things they're doing, and it gets to a critical point where it even gets physical, you guys.
Imagine, you know.
unapigwa tu sana.
Unapigwa,
Yeah,
and
because-
hata bado akikupiga you're like amefanya to that only once.
Yeah,
I'm
and
so
you
sure
are
he would do it
yeah,
again.
because you're so
But
mad
then
at
do not,
me.
like, you know,
He
once,
can do it.
once he
Right.
slaps you,
For
in fact,
real.
once he pushes you, or once
Even watch
she
it.
pushes you,
That's
because
where it begins.
anyone
And the
can
fact
beat
that you
anyone.
can do it once or she can do it once means they can do it
again.
again.
Yeah.
So if they're doing it, just walk out before it's too late. And before you're in the ICU somewhere
For
dying
real.
because of a relationship.
Because
it's,
of a
it's
man.
It's not.
Even
not
a
worth it.
kid should not tie you to a toxic relationship.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
not-
Nothing.
It is not.
Not
You
even
don't
for
deserve
you.
it.
Even
You
if
don't.
someone invests in you, someone bought me a car so they can beat me. Someone bought me a house so they can beat. Nothing justifies you. Like nothing justifies
suffer,
a
to
person.
suffer for
Suffering,
real.
Exactly,
yeah.
and love should be something happy. Love should be
Something
your happy
that
place.
adds to you and something that adds to you. If it's
Exactly.
something that is taking away from you, then
And
it's not
especially
worth
physically,
it.
like, and you're in hospital because you're in love. It's not
At
even making sense.
emotionally.
Not
It's
love.
not like you got an accident. Excuse
Yeah.
oh.
What are you doing? That's not love.
What are you fighting for like that?
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So for me, okay, also another point is, family ties. People who justify their bad behavior in relationships because
Kimila.
my father
Traditions.
tradition. My father used to beat my mother.
Ama
so
sisi watu huko kwetu
Lazima
uchapwa.
tuwalainishe.
Chapwa, that is the only way women can listen. Excuse.
No.
Those people think
You cannot
not
make
property.
excuses
They're not
for bad
objects.
behavior.
There are
Those
no
people think
excuses
that
for
a
bad
woman's
behavior.
place is in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
You cannot wear trousers. You cannot just put on makeup and look like a modern woman.
Exactly. No.
They
no,
like
no,
they
no,
like
no.
natural. But when a woman with a nice weave passes by, they be looking natural.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like you guys not making excuses for your bad behavior. My father used to do this, so me I've been brought up where my father beats my mother, or my uncle beats my auntie.
That's how they listen.
That is how they listen. Please,
That's not
there
even
is-
fair.
That is not fair. It is
Whatever
not
works for
right.
another relationship does
Doesn't-
not work for you. Does not
Yeah,
have to
have
work
your
for
own-
yours.
And that's-
Have your own rules. Have
Yeah.
your own.
And that should not
things
be
that
an
work for
excuse.
you.
It really should
At
not be an
all.
excuse.
Why?
Because you know what is. You have gone to school. You know what is right and what is wrong. Beating your woman is not
And
the
if
right
it gets
thing.
to a
Then
point
don't-
where you
just
want to
don't
beat
do
her,
it.
just let her go.
Just
As in,
let
it's
her
not
go or
as
walk
if-
away.
Don't do
Exactly.
forced relations as
Exactly.
well.
What
If
will
you
you
feel
make
like
you go
exactly, if you feel like they're doing something that is not right, then maybe they're not meant for you.
Yeah,
you don't have to beat sense into
Ama you
someone
just
who's
discuss
old,
like
someone who
grown
knows what
up.
they're supposed to do.
But then you guys come to think of it, there are people who stay in such relationships because they say, oh, I don't think I'm 30, I'm 35, and I don't think I can get another man
husband.
right now.
But
there's always
you
there's
guys
always a fatter
better.
wallet
And I'm
out
telling you
there.
that breakup now is better than that divorce that is going to come.
There's
That
always
I'll
a
be so
more
careful.
a darker man, a taller man. There's always better.
A man who loves you,
And
who's good
respects
looking,
you,
who respects you,
supports
who is,
you,
who supports your
does
dreams,
everything.
exactly.
Full
So there's always
package.
don't
Yeah.
ever
And don't settle.
For
Never
less.
settle.
Never settle for less.
Nothing.
never
for
settle
nothing.
because you think actually
Even if
you
you're
never find
50,
someone.
you
Set
can
your
still
standards.
get another man or another woman.
But that is very true. Never, but then
Yeah, don't
never
say-
settle for.
yeah.
for-
And
for
then
For
you
less
better
because
know
it's
that you
basic.
fall for the man that you fall for. You don't fall in love with the potential of who they can be.
Exactly.
You fall in love with the person you fall in love with. See the potential that akona potential ya kukua. Yes,
Akona
akona nayo
potential ya
but
kuchange.
you fall in love with huyo mtu mwenye uko na
Those many
yeye hivyo
chances,
venye yuko
yeah.
yeye na flaws zake, yeye na everything, insecurities zake, not the potential you think
Love
they
the
can.
person in front of you, not the person is going to become.
So you think
exactly because
eh.
once
That's
the-
how you
He's not
hurt
going to become
yourself.
the person you think he's going to
To
become.
become, or he can become, or she
Because
can
in your head
become.
you have a picture of him. You say, oh, he'll change. He'll start going to church. He'll stop drinking.
Or she'll stop doing certain stuff. She'll
That's
stop.
what- that's
If you-
what's in your
and then-
head.
but then,
That
you know,
person is
that
in
is
your
how
head.
toxic relationship starts because
Yeah.
one you see someone and you're like, okay, I like, okay, he's handsome, maybe he's what I want, but then
And
he
then
drinks.
one red
and
flag
you
unawacha.
exactly and
Una- you give them a pass.
exactly those little red
Coming home
flags.
late.
And then you say,
You entertain him,
okay,
you entertain
A
him.
late
mistakes.
call,
Yeah.
simu iko hivi chini kila saa, as in some red flags, but you know tu a
Highlights.
pass.
Exactly.
You make excuses for them.
and that is how inafika point that you guys start disagreeing to the extent that you're beating up each other, because of that.
I mean,
little
inafika
thing,
point,
like you should have said no, me I can't continue
Ungeongelea.
if I or
Ama
earlier, if you
inafika
have
point
spotted it
unafeel,
earlier,
ama
and then
unafika point
stop.
unafeel umezeeka sana, as in umesha, as in imekuwa
You've invested.
4 years, but then imefika yenyewe imefika mwisho, imekuwa 5 years, umeinvest emotions, umeinvest your finances, umeinvest a lot, umeintroduce to people, as in inakuwa too so messy.
Yeah.
As in short, I think be careful of how much you can tolerate. Because
Yeah.
you're teaching that person.
To become that person. That
Yeah,
What-
you're
whatever is
teaching-
becoming.
you're teaching them how to treat you. You're teaching those people how to treat you.
Yeah,
Be
ama the
careful
limit
of how
you can
much
get
you
to.
can
You're creating a
tolerate.
monster. Don't create a
Be
monster.
careful, yeah.
And then don't forget, I'm so sure some of you have seen that it's a quote that those red flags that you ignore during those first times of the relationship, and those ones are the same things that will make you exit that relationship. So
The same
hakuna haja ya kujifanya
new
uone.
excuses.
Exactly. If your man was looking at other women while you're on a date, trust me, itafika point
Hata wao
that the
second
reason as to why
wife.
you will break up is because he's bringing a second
Eh.
wife, or maybe you found him somewhere with another woman. Those
So
those
hizo red
traits
flags
were-
zenye unazi-ignore the first time.
those
Those
are the
ndo
ones that will
zinakufanya
break your
hizo.
relationship.
So
Yeah.
better
Very
be
true.
watchful, very, very watchful.
Yeah, so like another point for me, those people who listen to third parties a lot.
Surely.
My friend told me that a girl who can't cook is not good for me.
Yeah.
My
My
mama
mom
told
said
me.
that I can't marry a Luo. My
My-
mom said that if a woman can't do this and that,
Yeah,
she
they-
can't
I
put
can't
on
wife them.
decent
You
my
cannot
dresses.
think on your own. You cannot make
Yeah.
independent
My
decisions.
mom-
They must be influenced from somewhere. Mimi
Your
niliambiwa
marriage is so
nili-
external.
Yeah, like there's nothing that can. Everything you have to say out there. You can't solve
Gossiping.
anything on your own. You can't. Trust me. That is someone who is always bringing other people's opinions into the relationship. That is a toxic relationship.
So
That is a very
toxic.
toxic relationship.
Because at the end of the day, the
It's about
relationship
the two
is,
of you.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
it's
two
about
of
the two of
you.
you.
Your friend is not going to be there. Your mom is not going to
Yeah,
be
sure.
there.
And you as the person who is in the relationship, you know why you're in the relationship. So if you feel
Why
you're
you
happy
got
with
in
this
in the
person,
first
then why the third party every time? If you know
My
then
man
if-
said this.
exactly.
issues between you two, as in your friend yako hata harelate.
I relate because
Yeah,
you know why you still with it even after your friends have told you
Kwa nini bado
this- why you
utamsamehea,
still with
ndio
them, why you still with your
utaelewa,
partner, because you know what the two of you have.
Yeah.
And if you know what the two of you have, keep it there, keep it between the
Amongst
two
the
of
two
you,
of you.
exactly, and solve your issues, just the two of you, because the relationship is about the two of you.
But then at the end of the day, let's not say I can't listen to my friends, I can't
But
listen
you
to
can
my
listen
mom.
to
Of
solid
course,
and
yeah,
concrete
you
advice.
can.
Sometimes it gets to a point where you have to like go and seek for external counsel.
all the time,
Have a mind of
even
your
if
own.
it's one issue.
But and most of the time you guys when you go like and go you just go and seek for counsel. Send like and go and discuss your partner's insecurities to other people. That yes sasa pia wewe uko na shida wewe sasa pia wewe unaanza kuleta you want to bring other things. You don't have to
Which
go
are
and
not
discuss
even
your
there.
partner's insecurities, but you can go and seek for counsel.
For counsel,
For real.
Wise counsel.
Also the hackers
From
the
people who
spies.
are going through a similar experience or people who have knowledge. Msiende to anyone mtu mwenye atakupatia basic advice yenye hata hai make sense.
Don't go to people who are not single people. They lie to you so that you can also be single. They tell you leave that man. Leave that woman.
If you're married, go and ask for relationship issue like
From a marriage
advice
counselor,
from a marriage
a
married
couple.
couple for you they're going through the things you guys are going through.
You're married, you're going to
how
ask
can you
a teenager for
ask a
advice.
carpenter how to bake? It doesn't make sense. It can't.
will fall.
Guys, and I'm also thinking people who use they like use the past mistakes to get away with things they have done in current situations. Probably you did something wrong, you apologized, you were really genuine about it. You guys even agree, you looked past that.
You forgave each other.
You guys moved on. So they come and repeat.
And so they do something bad, and then they come and say,
They
"Sorry,
open up,
you did that. Sorry, you don't remember you did that to me." Come on.
As in,
opening memories.
Yes,
Always,
if we are grown ups and
guilty games, those mind games.
Unataka kuplay victim. If we are grown ups and to be discussed, nimesha apologize and I'm genuine about it. Nimekubali, tumego on. There's no way utakam ku use my dirt on me again.
And if I'm working on myself, why would you want to bring me down?
Exactly. Again.
Yeah, una limit growth. Which is very vital in someone's life.
Maturity.
True.
Very important.
Because people can make mistakes and you can't hold it to them forever.
Yeah.
Okay. Georgina, you have something?
Oh, also the hackers and the spies. People who interfere with your personal space.
Someone, then you are somewhere eating with your friends, and maybe a male colleague comes and passes there and says hi, and the next thing when you touch your phone, the message
Who
that
is
is
that?
there,
Who is that?
Nakuta sai.
Amekuja 5 minutes hazijapita.
amekuja kusimamia hapo kwa meza, alikuwa anasema nini?
I left you at home.
Kwa nini ulimhagi hivyo? Kwa nini ulimhagi hivyo? Kwa nini umemhagi hivyo? Kwa nini?
Sasa mpanangi maua.
Like come on, like as in
How
you
did
cannot
you perceive
you cannot be in a relationship where you're being stalked, where you like
It's
you're
like
you're
I'm a
in a relationship
constant
with a
parenting.
police,
You're
with a
Obsessed
policeman.
now. That's obsession.
You're telling me I'm in church, I'm in church, and then they'll be like, give Jesus the
the
phone.
phone.
Give Jesus the
Open the
phone.
fridge. I'm at home. Fungua.
Fungua fridge, yeah. Washa stima, washa microwave.
Zima. Fungua fridge.
Pick up popcorn, tap on the skip.
Yeah, they want to hear everything that is happening in the house.
They don't trust you.
They don't trust you in
So
short.
that's not nice. You're
It is
even
not.
psychopathic now.
That becomes psychopathic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
I think that's a good,
Points.
some traits that you
Yeah.
you
can really tell if
And
you're in a
they're
toxic
purely
relationship.
relatable.
Yeah, and if you have any other toxic relationship,
Make
like
sure
toxic
you
traits
share
that
them
you
in the
see.
comment section.
Yeah. Please,
Guys, I really hope you had a good time in this video. Like, we
Yeah.
really enjoyed sharing our points with you.
Yeah.
So, guys, we hope that you guys subscribe and keep liking our
Yeah,
videos.
share
subscribe.
It's a wrap for us.
Red button.
All
From
right.
us, it's cheers.
Cheers.